Welcome back, everybody, to another Art Juice. This is a full edition. I just felt like this piece, the Venus of Now, was a fun piece to make, and I thought I'd share with you the process of working with several different medium on a sketch I was working on. This is just a quick initial pencil sketch to get the figure laid in. Sometimes I just do this with pen, but sometimes when the human form is twisting and things are a little more challenging, I like to try and do it with the pencil first so I can fix things, and then I'll just ink over it. And that's the standard process of doing this thing. The camera cut off the beginning sketches of the hand and some of the legs, but I fixed it later on in the video. Here I'm putting on her little head bits. There, I fixed it. So this is it was a thought of a mother figure for Mother's Day, but when I think of mother, for some reason I think of Venus of Willendorf. The Venus of Willendorf, if you're not familiar, is one of the earliest pieces of art ever found. It was like, I'll use the word caveman. It was Neolithic, but like early, I don't know, Stone Age dwelling carvings of a very curvaceous woman. And I don't know, I think it's a fascinating little figurine. And her head had, instead of hair, had these little lumps, I guess, that were supposed to represent hair. So I just mimicked the Venus of Willendorf's head lumps in a different fashion, but just used that as impetus for this design to make her more rotund and kind of gives her powerful yet graceful look. So I inked it using the Prismacolor inks because they are water proof. I guess I was thinking of some of the word, but yeah, they're waterproof. So when I do different water-based mediums on top, they won't bleed. It's important to know what your inks are and where in the process to use them. Sometimes I use inks that do bleed with water, but in this case I wanted to get some nice ink work lines down. And you'll notice I just leave the pencil work underneath typically. I just like the frenetic or energetic style of seeing the pencil underneath the ink work. If I need it to be real pristine, I'll draw softer and erase, but I just like to leave it in there. So in this process now I'm using watercolor pencils to lay in a kind of abstracted background. Earthy tones for an earth goddess kind of thing. And then I'm incorporating color work that I've been incorporating in some recent pieces. It's more like a pop psychedelic color pattern, I guess, maybe 60s, 70s pop psychedelic work. So I'm putting in some brighter colors, adds a little levity, energy to the usually heavy figures I draw. So I just find it to be a fun way to alter the piece using colors, and I'm trying to get better at color use, so I'm laying in more colors and seeing what works. Now these pens I'm using here, they will bleed with water. I purposely hatch in work with them because they'll smush around when I come in with water later on in the piece. And then once I get those down, I'm coming on top with more of these watercolor pencils to punch and solidify some of the colors. And you don't have to do the ink part if you don't want to. You could just do the watercolor pencils. I just like mixing things up and trying different things. I'm not a purist in regards to medium. I like mixing things up a lot. I mean, why not? You got a bunch of stuff. Here I'm putting in a darker kind of red. I should have done color swatches with these watercolor pencils, but I didn't. I'm just using them kind of blind, so I don't know. They came out fine, but I wasn't really sure what I was going to get when they got wet. And so here I am. I'm using washes of water. Now, this is on mixed media paper, and if you use too much water on mixed media paper, it gets very funky. You can use some washes, but you can't do repeated brushwork on it, or the paper will start to fall apart. So I'm just kind of keeping it fast and loose, and just working background to foreground. Usually a good practice. Don't have to. I just do that way. And just activating the colors on the figures adds the solidity. And the colors came out really good. I thought very pleasant looking piece. Some nice bright colors, nice sort of movement and repetition of the circular form in it. It was a nice piece. And I'm going to try and do some more in this series and see how that come out. And then you come on top and reinforce stuff with pencil and pen or whatever you want to emphasize, add some shadow, stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look at how I did this piece. Thank you. Please come back for more. I'll be doing a lot more work, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.